Welcome to Ultimate Weapon Files, where we uncover the explosive history of the deadliest tools used in the Second World War. Today, we dive into the encyclopedic data of World War II grenades, exploring the unique designs from every major global power. From the industrial might of America to the desperate inventions of Japan, each nation developed unique explosives to gain tactical advantages. We begin our journey with the United States, the arsenal of democracy, producing millions of fragmentation devices to support the Allied war effort. The iconic Mark II, widely known as the Pineapple, featured a cast-iron body designed to fragment into deadly shards upon detonation. Soldiers relied heavily on this heavy explosive, which utilized a timed fuse to clear trenches and bunkers with devastating efficiency.
Once the safety pin is
Inside
pulled,
its heavy
the spring-loaded
casing lay a
striker
charge of
accelerates,
TNT,
impacting the
creating
primer
a
and
lethal
initiating
radius
the
that often
detonation
endangered the thrower if not
sequence.
careful. Beyond lethal force, the U.S. utilized the M18 smoke grenade, releasing vibrant colored clouds to signal aircraft or screen troop movements. These signaling devices were crucial for coordination, allowing ground troops to mark targets for air support amidst the chaos of combat. For sabotage, the M14 thermite grenade burned at 4,000 degrees, capable of melting through engine blocks and artillery breaches instantly. It was not designed to kill personnel directly, but to disable vital enemy equipment, ensuring captured weapons could not be used again. Crossing the Atlantic, we examine the engineering of Germany, where the Wehrmacht and SS deployed distinctive designs that defined their infantry tactics. The Model 24, Stielhandgranate, famously called the potato masher, utilized a long wooden handle that provided unique advantages in combat. This handle acted as a lever, allowing German troops to throw the explosive significantly farther than the heavier Allied-shaped grenades. While it lacked the heavy fragmentation of American designs, its range allowed German infantry to engage enemies from a safer distance. To arm it, a soldier unscrewed the bottom cap and pulled a cord, igniting a friction fuse with a 5-second delay. For heavier targets, soldiers would bundle several heads together, creating a concentrated blast capable of damaging tank tracks and light armor. Germany also issued the smaller egg grenade, a pocket-sized explosive that allowed soldiers to carry more munitions during long assaults. Facing armored behemoths, German infantry used the magnetic hollow charge grenade, designed to clamp directly onto enemy tank armor. Once attached, the shaped charge focused all its explosive energy into a narrow jet, burning through thick steel to kill the crew. This weapon required nerves of steel, as soldiers had to run up to the tank personally to place the deadly device. Across the Channel, the United Kingdom developed reliable and sometimes eccentric explosives to defend their island and support the invasion. The Mills bomb was the standard British grenade, renowned for its reliability and distinct segmented appearance, similar to a pineapple. Versatile in design, it could be thrown by hand or launched from a rifle cup, extending its range significantly for bombardment. Its complex fuse mechanism was waterproof, making it highly effective in the muddy and wet conditions of Western Europe trenches. Desperation led to the invention of the sticky bomb, a glass sphere coated in powerful adhesive intended to stick to tanks. Soldiers had to remove a protective casing to reveal the glue, but the device often failed to stick to dirty vehicles. It was notoriously dangerous for the user, sometimes sticking to uniforms instead of the enemy, making it a feared weapon for both sides. British paratroopers favored the gammon bomb, a flexible bag grenade that could be filled with varying amounts of plastic explosive. Its impact fuse meant it exploded immediately on contact, making it perfect for destroying parked aircraft or disabling armored vehicles quickly. On the Eastern Front, the Soviet Union mass-produced rugged and simple grenades to arm the massive ranks of the Red Army. The F-1, nicknamed the Little Lemon, was a defensive grenade with a heavy cast-iron body designed to kill within huge radiuses. Because its shrapnel could travel up to 200 meters, soldiers were strictly trained to throw it only from behind solid cover. For assaults, they used the RG-42, a simple tin can design containing a sheet of fragmentation steel rolled inside for lethality. Its simple design allowed Soviet factories to produce millions of them, even while cities like Stalingrad were under direct enemy siege. To combat German panzers, the Soviets deployed the RPG-43, a large hand-thrown shape charge stabilized by a trailing fabric parachute. The parachute ensured the grenade hit the armor at a perfect 90-degree angle, maximizing the penetration of its explosive warhead. Perhaps the most famous improvised weapon was the Molotov cocktail, a simple bottle of flammable liquid used to blind and burn tanks. Cheap and easy to make, these firebombs became a symbol of desperate resistance against the superior mechanical power of the invaders. In the Pacific, the Imperial Japanese Army employed grenades that reflected their unique warrior code and the scarcity of late-war resources. The Type 97 was the standard-issue fragmentation grenade, but it featured a dangerous and unusual activation method for the user. After pulling the safety pin, the soldier had to strike the fuse against a hard object, like a helmet, to ignite it. This unreliable mechanism sometimes caused premature detonations or failures, posing a significant risk to the thrower during heated jungle combat. The versatile Type 91 could be thrown by hand or fired from the famous knee mortar, providing long-range indirect fire support. As metal became scarce late in the war, Japan produced the Type 4 grenade, made of pottery or ceramic materials instead of iron. These ceramic weapons were often issued to civilians for defense, relying on blast pressure rather than shrapnel to inflict damage. The lunge mine was a suicide anti-tank weapon consisting of a shaped charge warhead mounted on the end of a bamboo pole. It required the soldier to charge directly at a tank and thrust the mine against the armor, resulting in certain death for the user. This weapon epitomized the desperate tactics used in the final stages of the Pacific War, valuing destruction over survival. Finally, we look at the lesser-known but equally deadly designs from other nations involved in the global conflict, specifically Italy. The Italian Red Devil was a high-explosive impact grenade, famous for its bright red aluminum body and highly sensitive fuse mechanism. Notorious for failing to explode on soft sand, they became deadly landmines that would detonate when disturbed by unsuspecting Allied troops. France and Poland also contributed their own designs early in the war, though many were captured and repurposed by German forces. Millions of these small but terrible devices were manufactured, representing the industrial scale of death that characterized the Second World War. Today, they sit in museums as silent reminders of a time when the world was engulfed in fire and steel. From the American pineapple to the Japanese lunge mine, each weapon tells a story of innovation, desperation, and combat strategy. Thank you for watching Ultimate Weapon Files. Subscribe for more detailed breakdowns of military history's most fascinating and destructive combat implements.